In a turbulent economic landscape, the impact of President Donald Trump's trade policies is becoming increasingly evident. Recent commentary from various economic analysts highlights a growing concern that the adults have left the room in Trump's administration, leading to a chaotic economic environment that threatens both consumer confidence and market stability. As the administration grapples with the fallout from its tariff policies, the ramifications are being felt across numerous sectors, including real estate and global trade. The New York Stock Exchange saw lackluster performance recently, with traders expressing unease over continuing tariff disputes that have left markets flat. "This is very much a man-made situation," noted an investor, referring to the uncertainty instigated by Trump's aggressive tariff strategy. The administration's fixation on tariffs, particularly in relation to imports from Canada, Mexico, and China, has sparked fears of a recession, with both J.P. Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs raising the alarm about the potential for an economic downturn. Trump's rhetoric surrounding tariffs has often painted them as a means to achieve economic greatness, yet the reality is proving more complex. While the president promised a golden age of prosperity, the economic indicators suggest otherwise. Market losses have erased previous gains, consumer confidence is waning, and private sector hiring has failed to meet expectations. In a recent Fox News interview, Trump suggested that the path to recovery may involve a recession, a statement that has drawn skepticism from both analysts and the public alike. Public sentiment appears to reflect a growing awareness of the tariffs' consequences. A recent poll by the Economist/YouGov revealed that a majority of Americans believe the burden of tariffs will primarily fall on U.S. companies and consumers, rather than the foreign producers they target. This viewpoint aligns with criticisms from Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who lambasted the tariffs as dumb and emphasized the collaborative achievements made between the U.S. and Canada over the years. As businesses grapple with the uncertainty of Trump's tariff policies, the economic landscape is shifting. The real estate market, for instance, is experiencing a downturn amid this uncertainty. Sales have declined, with local real estate associations reporting a noticeable dip in activity as buyers and sellers alike hesitate in the face of an unpredictable economic environment. The Huntsville Area Association of Realtors has noted that concerns over rising costs and the general unpredictability of the market are contributing factors to the slowdown. Amidst these developments, the question of who will advise Trump on economic policy remains a pressing concern. The absence of moderating voices, such as former Chief Economic Advisor Gary Cohn, has left a void in the administration's approach to trade and economic strategy. As the president continues to implement tariffs, including a recent 25% tax on foreign steel and aluminum, businesses are left to navigate a multi-front trade war that includes countermeasures from major trading partners like China, Canada, and Mexico. With the stakes high and the economic outlook uncertain, the corporate leaders who once supported Trump's vision are starting to voice their concerns publicly. Executives from the Business Roundtable have sought clarity and stability from the administration, yet their pleas appear to be falling on deaf ears. As one anonymous attendee of a recent meeting with Trump remarked, "How do you do that with this president?" In a world where economic policies are becoming increasingly unpredictable, the ramifications of Trump's decisions are likely to resonate for some time. As the administration continues to navigate this complex landscape, the potential for further economic turbulence remains a pressing concern. Looking ahead, it will be crucial to watch how these dynamics evolve and whether any changes in policy will emerge to address the growing discontent among both consumers and business leaders. The coming months will undoubtedly reveal whether Trump's economic strategy can pivot from chaos towards a more stable and prosperous future. In a compelling initiative to raise awareness for a critical health issue, the latest episode of Sunday Journal has taken a significant step in promoting Colon Cancer Awareness Month. The program, hosted by JP, features insightful discussions with specialists, patients, and survivors, emphasizing the importance of preventive screenings and early detection in combating this prevalent disease. This timely focus on colon cancer, which is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States, serves as a reminder of the vital role that awareness and education play in improving patient outcomes. Colon cancer often goes unnoticed in its early stages, making awareness campaigns essential. Dr. Emily Carter, a prominent colon cancer specialist featured in the episode, stated regular screenings can detect polyps before they become cancerous, which is key to prevention. Statistics highlight the urgency of this message. According to the American Cancer Society, an estimated 153,000 people will be diagnosed with colorectal cancer this year alone. The show's discussion aims not only to inform but also to inspire viewers to prioritize their health and seek regular checkups. In the realm of sports, the excitement surrounding March Madness is palpable as the UW Green Bay women's basketball team prepares for their NCAA tournament opener against Alabama. Scheduled for Saturday, March 22 at 12:30 p.m. Central Time, the Phoenix, who enter the tournament with a remarkable 22-game winning streak, are eager to secure their first NCAA tournament victory since 2012. Head coach Kayla Carius in her inaugural season has revitalized the program, leading them to their 20th NCAA tournament appearance. Carius, a former standout player for UW Green Bay, expressed her excitement about the upcoming match, noting, "This team has worked incredibly hard this season, and I believe we have what it takes to make a significant impact in this tournament." The Phoenix-seeded number 12 face number 5 Alabama, who despite their strong SEC pedigree are coming off a loss in their conference tournament. This matchup sets the stage for a thrilling contest, with the potential for an upset that could reverberate through the tournament. As both initiatives, the Colon Cancer Awareness Campaign and the NCAA Tournament, unfold, they underscore the interconnectedness of health community engagement and the spirit of competition. The discussions from Sunday Journal aim to foster greater awareness around health issues, while the upcoming basketball games highlight the resilience and determination of young athletes. As we look toward the future, both the health awareness initiatives and the thrilling outcomes of March Madness remind us that vigilance in health and the drive for excellence in sports can lead to remarkable achievements. As we await the results of these confrontations, one thing is clear: the importance of awareness, whether in health or sports, cannot be overstated. In the heart of Tampa, Florida, the vibrant tapestry of culinary innovation is woven from the rich threads of its diverse immigrant history. This transformation is particularly evident in Ybor City, a historic neighborhood once famed as the cigar-making capital of the world. As I stroll along the palm-lined 7th Avenue past New Orleans-style iron verandas and bustling restaurants, I am struck by the lively atmosphere, punctuated by the occasional cluck of a roaming rooster, an emblem of the area's Cuban heritage. Ybor City's charm is not merely in its picturesque streets but in its culinary offerings that reflect a melting pot of cultures. Established in the late 19th century by Cuban, Spanish, Italian, and German immigrants, the neighborhood has become a gastronomic hub, with its immigrant legacy still resonating in the local cuisine. Today, Tampa boasts 5 Michelin-starred restaurants and a plethora of Bib Gourmand-rated establishments, showcasing its ascent as one of America's most exciting food cities. Among the culinary landmarks is the Columbia, Florida's oldest Spanish restaurant, which opened its doors in 1905. This dining institution has catered to the workers of Ybor's cigar factories for generations, serving a menu rich in Spanish and Cuban influences. A highlight is the Cuban sandwich, a beloved local specialty that marries Spanish ham, Italian salami, and Cuban-style pork, all nestled in a Cuban baguette from La Segunda, one of Tampa's oldest bakeries. This sandwich, with its multicultural ingredients, stands as a testament to the city's rich culinary history. La Segunda Bakery itself is a treasure trove of flavors, founded by Spanish immigrant Juan Moore in 1915. Today, the establishment is run by his great-grandson Copeland Moore, who emphasizes the importance of Cuban culture in Tampa's culinary scene. The Cuban sandwich is a classic example of how the 4 cultures that settled here, Cubans, Italians, Spanish, and Germans, have come together to create something unique, he explains, as locals flock to buy freshly baked bread and pastries. Just a short drive away, the food culture continues to flourish in downtown Tampa, where the Sparkman Wharf Food Court encapsulates the city's culinary diversity. Here, repurposed shipping containers house eateries that innovate traditional dishes such as creative tacos and Korean-style pork buns crafted by local chefs like Farrell Alvarez.
This setting reflects a broader trend in Tampa where chefs are increasingly experimenting with flavors and techniques influenced by the city's rich cultural mosaic. Dining experiences in Tampa are as varied as its immigrant history. At Rocca, a Michelin-starred Italian restaurant, chef-owner Bryce Bonsack merges rustic Italian traditions with contemporary flair. Reflecting on his culinary journey, Bonsack notes, "After working in avant-garde restaurants in New York, I yearned for simplicity, cooking over a fire with just a few high-quality ingredients." His approach is evident in dishes like tortello al uvo, a handmade ravioli that embodies the ethos of ingredient-led cooking. The city's gastronomic landscape also embraces international flavors, as seen in Somi, a trendy Greek restaurant where chef Christina Theophilos showcases her passion for Tampa's multicultural identity. We're seeing more chef-driven concepts where the person cooking the food is passionate about sharing their story, she shares, highlighting the city's growing culinary scene. As night falls, Tampa's cocktail culture emerges, with venues like Hotel Hayes Florfina Bar leading the charge. Bartender Natalie Walker crafts cocktails that reflect the city's Hispanic influences, such as her popular Dos Agaves, a refreshing blend of tequila, mezcal, and local ingredients. "Our entire menu is crafted by bartenders who understand the local culture," she explains, further emphasizing the city's commitment to its diverse roots. The culinary renaissance in Tampa is a reflection of its immigrant history, where each dish tells a story of cultural convergence and innovation. As the city continues to embrace its diverse culinary heritage, the future promises even more exciting developments in its food scene. With chefs eager to experiment and a community that celebrates its multicultural roots, Tampa is poised to remain a culinary destination that honors the past while looking towards a flavorful future. In the bustling realm of Las Vegas, where the glimmer of neon lights often overshadows the quieter narratives of the Strip, the story of a vacant piece of land is making headlines. This under-the-radar plot, once part of the now-demolished New Frontier Hotel and Casino, has become a lucrative asset for the Ilardi family, who have managed to turn what many would consider a liability into a multi-million-dollar revenue stream. Currently leased to Wynn Resorts for an annual fee of $4 million, the site exemplifies the unique dynamics of the Las Vegas real estate market, characterized by significant landlord-tenant relationships and the ongoing evolution of the Strip. The Ilardi family's ownership of the land stretches back to the 1990s, when they retained a 16-acre segment of the Frontier site during its sale. This decision has proven fortuitous. They have leased it to various developers over the years, including the current tenant, Wynn Resorts. This arrangement is a testament to the changing landscape of Las Vegas, where property ownership increasingly favors landlords who lease to major casino operators. Michael Parks, a hotel casino specialist with CBRE Group, noted, "It is a little surprising that you don't see more ground leases like this on the Strip," highlighting the rarity of such arrangements in a market dominated by comprehensive property ownership. The story of the Ilardi family is not just about real estate, it is also deeply intertwined with the labor history of Las Vegas. Margaret Ilardi, a key figure in the family's casino operations, was the owner of the Frontier during one of the longest labor strikes in U.S. history, which lasted 6 years. This tumultuous period ended in 1998 when Phil Ruffin acquired the hotel, marking a significant turning point in its legacy. Ruffin recalled Ilardi as a formidable businesswoman who aimed to create a lasting legacy for her grandchildren through her strategic decisions in real estate. Despite the impressive rental income, the land has remained undeveloped since Ruffin's tenure. Following its sale to Israeli investors in 2007, ambitious plans for a new resort were shelved when the real estate bubble burst, leaving the plot barren. In 2014, Australian billionaire James Packer took over with plans for an ambitious hotel casino project, but difficulties in securing funding led to a similar fate. Ultimately, Wynn Resorts acquired the site in 2017 and has since held a ground lease with the Ilardis, yet the land remains unused. Recently, Wynn CEO Craig Billings addressed the ongoing speculation about future developments on the site, indicating that while the company has ambitious plans in mind, it is currently focused on other projects, including a new resort in the UAE.
At this point, I would say stay tuned, he remarked, suggesting that there may be developments in the pipeline, albeit not immediately. As the market shifts and the Strip continues to evolve, the Ilardi family's land stands as a silent witness to the changing tides of Las Vegas, an emblem of resilience and strategic foresight amidst the glitz and glamour. With the potential for future development lingering in the air, all eyes will be on this plot as it navigates the challenges and opportunities of Las Vegas' dynamic landscape. The intersection of history, labor relations, and real estate in this iconic city promises to yield intriguing developments in the years to come. In an era marked by political turbulence and economic unpredictability, the corporate landscape is evolving in ways that present unique opportunities for aspiring leaders. Recent comments from major CEOs such as Bill McDermott of ServiceNow and Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan highlight a growing concern regarding the impact of political uncertainty, particularly in the wake of President Donald Trump's recent tariff policies. Business doesn't like uncertainty, capital markets don't like uncertainty, and there is a lot of uncertainty, McDermott stated in an interview encapsulating the mood among executives navigating these tumultuous waters. However, amidst the challenges posed by such instability, there lies a silver lining for those with ambitions to ascend to the C-suite. Historical trends suggest that crises often carve out pathways for career advancement, particularly for individuals willing to embrace risk and drive transformation. Citigroup's CFO Mark Mason shared his own experience from the 2008 financial crisis, a period that he described as career-defining. Leading a critical joint venture during that tumultuous time, Mason received pivotal advice from a mentor: "Mark, careers are defined in times of crisis." This sentiment resonates with many leaders today who see the current climate as a chance to showcase their capabilities in addressing complex challenges. The volatility of the current political and economic landscape is prompting companies to adapt and innovate rapidly. For aspiring CEOs, these moments of uncertainty can serve as platforms to demonstrate leadership and vision. Individuals who can identify emerging trends, anticipate industry disruptions, and effectively navigate regulatory changes may find themselves in prime positions to accelerate their careers. This is particularly true in sectors such as defense, healthcare, and telecommunications, where strategic foresight can translate into significant competitive advantages. Research conducted by Julian Atanasov, an associate professor of finance at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, reveals that companies often increase their investment in research and development during uncertain times, perceiving it as a strategic opportunity for growth. The most important lesson for leaders is don't despair. Use this as an opportunity to strengthen your competitive advantage, Atanasov advised. He encourages leaders to develop cost-effective solutions to mitigate the impact of tariffs or to explore new market diversifications. As executives navigate these challenges, they might take cues from industry titans like Apple's Tim Cook, who has effectively fostered relationships with policymakers to shape a favorable business environment. Such strategic positioning can be crucial in mitigating risks associated with political decisions that affect the corporate landscape. In conclusion, while the current political climate presents significant uncertainties, it also opens doors for ambitious leaders willing to step up and take risks. Those who can harness their agility and strategic insight during these volatile times are likely to carve out successful paths to the top. As we look to the future, it will be fascinating to observe how emerging leaders leverage the lessons of today to shape the business world of tomorrow. In a significant shift within the media landscape, Bloomberg Law has announced that Tanya Riley, a distinguished reporter specializing in privacy and cybersecurity, will be transitioning to a new cross-newsroom initiative. This initiative aims to enhance reporting on regulatory news that directly affects C-suite executives, reflecting the increasing importance of privacy and cybersecurity in corporate governance. Having served as the senior privacy reporter at Bloomberg Law, Riley brings a wealth of experience to her new role. Her previous positions include notable stints at Cyberscoop and The Washington Post, where she covered technology and cybersecurity policy for the Technology 202 and Cybersecurity 202 newsletters. Riley's diverse background in journalism also includes a senior editorial fellowship at Mother Jones and a research associate role at New America, further solidifying her expertise in tech and innovation reporting. Her contributions have extended to various platforms including Inverse.com, and she has also held the position of news editor at the Brown Daily Herald. This strategic decision by Bloomberg Law comes at a time when the intersection of technology, privacy, and corporate regulation is becoming increasingly critical. As cyber threats evolve and regulatory frameworks tighten, the demand for nuanced reporting on these issues is more pronounced than ever. Riley's move is indicative of the publication's commitment to delivering in-depth analysis and timely information that can guide business leaders through the complex landscape of privacy regulations. In her new role, Riley is expected to leverage her extensive knowledge and skills to bridge the gap between regulatory developments and the corporate world, ensuring that C-suite executives are well informed about the implications of privacy and cybersecurity regulations. This initiative not only aims to enhance the quality of reporting but also to position Bloomberg Law as a leading voice in the discourse surrounding these pressing issues. As the media landscape continues to evolve, Riley's transition reflects broader trends in journalism, where specialized knowledge in emerging fields is becoming essential for effective reporting. The focus on privacy and cybersecurity highlights a growing recognition of the significant impact these areas have on business operations and public trust. Looking ahead, the future of corporate governance will likely be shaped by the ongoing dialogue around privacy and cybersecurity, making Riley's work increasingly vital. Her new position at Bloomberg Law will not only contribute to the publication's mission but also play a crucial role in informing and shaping the decisions of business leaders navigating this complex terrain. As regulatory frameworks continue to evolve, the demand for insightful and authoritative reporting will only intensify, underscoring the importance of journalism in the digital age. In a world increasingly governed by budget cuts and shifting political priorities, the recent actions affecting the U.S. Agency for International Development (USAID) threaten to undo decades of progress in global health, particularly for women and children. Recent studies reveal that USAID funding has played a pivotal role in saving millions of lives, but a sweeping reduction in aid could have devastating consequences for vulnerable populations worldwide. The backdrop of this crisis traces back to the Trump administration's aggressive agenda to reduce the size and scope of federal agencies, with USAID being one of the most affected. Shortly after taking office, President Trump signed an executive order halting foreign aid for 90 days, which was followed by a significant downsizing plan that aimed to cut the agency's workforce from over 10,000 to a mere 290 employees. This move was met with criticism from health experts who warned of the adverse impacts on essential health services provided in low and middle-income countries. The repercussions of these cuts have already begun to manifest. Experts cite that USAID funding has been crucial in providing basic medical services, including vaccinations, maternal health care, and treatments for diseases. According to a study by William Weiss, a professor at Johns Hopkins University, USAID investments have helped to save nearly 3 million children under 5 and at least 1 million women of reproductive age over recent decades. Countries that received above-average levels of USAID funding saw a reduction of 29 deaths per 1,000 live births compared to those that did not, Weiss noted, translating to approximately 500 fewer child deaths each day. The implications of dismantling USAID extend beyond immediate health outcomes. Atul Gawande, a former head of global health at the agency, emphasized the gravity of the situation, comparing it to trying to pause an airplane in mid-flight and then subsequently firing the crew. The urgency of the matter is underscored by the fact that the cuts could reverse years of progress in reducing mortality rates from preventable causes. In addition to child and maternal health programs, the cuts have also jeopardized the president's malaria initiative, which has been critical in protecting millions against the disease through the distribution of bed nets and treatments. More worrisome still is the termination of contracts associated with the president's emergency plan for AIDS relief, PEPFAR, which has provided life-saving medication to approximately 20 million people globally. Pediatrician Troy Jacobs, who dedicated over 17 years of service to maternal and child health at USAID,
lamented the abrupt cessation of ongoing initiatives.
"We were making progress in countries like Ethiopia where the burden of disease is high. Now all that work has been put on hold," he stated, reflecting the widespread confusion and hardship resulting from the cuts. Estimates suggest that about 95 million people may be affected by the loss of basic medical services due to these funding reductions. While the Trump administration justified the cuts as a means to curb government waste, public opinion seems to favor continued investment in foreign aid.
"This has always been extremely bipartisan," Weiss remarked, underscoring the consensus among lawmakers and constituents regarding the importance of these life-saving programs. Legal developments have emerged in response to the funding crisis.
The U.S. Supreme Court recently ruled that the Trump administration could not freeze approximately $2 billion in foreign aid, a decision that, while pivotal, does not address the long-term impacts already set in motion by the cuts. Gowanda pointed out that while the court's ruling is significant, the damage has already been done, as many organizations have been forced to terminate staff and scale back operations. As the global community watches closely, the future of USAID and its crucial health initiatives hangs in the balance. The potential reversal of hard-won advancements in public health due to political decisions serves as a stark reminder of the importance of sustained international support for vulnerable populations. Moving forward, it remains to be seen whether a renewed commitment to global health can be achieved and whether the lives of millions will continue to depend on the availability of essential health services. And a significant advancement concerning maternal health. A recent study published in the International Journal of Obesity highlights the risks associated with the planned mode of delivery for women with obesity. Conducted by a team of researchers including Genevieve Horwood and Laura M. Gadet, the retrospective cohort study examined over 27,000 nulliparous women with obesity who had uncomplicated term pregnancies between April 2012 and March 2019. The findings reveal crucial insights into how the choice of delivery method can impact both maternal and neonatal health outcomes. As the global epidemic of obesity among women of reproductive age has escalated, the need for tailored obstetric care has become increasingly urgent. In Canada, for instance, more than 20% of women aged 18 to 34 reported living with obesity as of 2021. This trend mirrors those seen in various high-income nations. While low- and middle-income countries are witnessing an even more rapid rise in obesity rates among reproductive age women. Given the heightened risks associated with obesity, including gestational diabetes and hypertensive disorders, healthcare providers face critical decisions regarding the optimal mode of delivery. The study categorized delivery methods into three primary options: waiting for spontaneous labor, planning for induction, or opting for a planned non-labor cesarean section (NLCS). Notably, the findings indicate that planned NLCS was associated with a substantial reduction in adverse outcomes. Specifically, the risk of overall adverse outcomes was reduced by 41% when compared to spontaneous labor, with maternal-specific risks decreasing by 54% and neonatal-specific risks by 30%. NLCS should be considered as a viable option for women with obesity, particularly when weighing the potential risks associated with spontaneous labor, stated Horwood. This perspective is particularly pertinent given that the rates of failed induction of labor are notably higher among women with obesity, which can lead to increased complications. The study's authors also emphasized the necessity of shared decision-making between patients and practitioners. As they prepare for delivery, women with obesity must be informed of the benefits and risks associated with each delivery method. Key findings suggest that while planned induction of labor did not show statistically significant advantages over spontaneous labor, it may prevent severe perineal lacerations, an important consideration for maternal health. Interestingly, the research also highlighted that no maternal deaths were recorded within the cohort, indicating that planned modes of delivery, particularly NLCS, might offer a safer route for women facing the challenges of obesity during pregnancy. However, The study did caution that further research is necessary to explore potential severe outcomes associated with NLCS. In conclusion, as healthcare systems worldwide grapple with rising obesity rates among pregnant women, this study underscores the critical importance of individualized care. The insights drawn from this large-scale analysis not only inform clinical practice but also pave the way for future research aimed at improving maternal and neonatal outcomes. As the medical community continues to address the complexities of obesity in pregnancy, the findings advocate for a nuanced approach to delivery planning that prioritizes the health and safety of both mother and child. In an era defined by economic uncertainty and rapid shifts in policy, understanding the implications of new information is crucial for businesses navigating the turbulent landscape. Recent analyses underscore the challenges that arise when significant events, such as fluctuating tariffs or sudden government actions, occur without warning. As Martha Gimbel and Ernie Tedeschi note in a compelling piece for Harvard Business Review, the unpredictability of economic data can leave businesses grappling with how best to respond. The current climate is marked by a flurry of contradictory news reports. One day tariffs are implemented, the next they are suspended. Government employees are laid off only to be reinstated soon after. Funding for critical health initiatives like Ebola response is announced as frozen then reversed. This constant barrage of shifting information complicates decision-making for businesses and policymakers alike. Gimbel and Tedeschi, both seasoned economists with extensive backgrounds in government and economic research, emphasize the importance of reliable economic indicators in times of volatility. They argue that businesses must not only stay informed but also develop strategies to interpret economic data effectively. In times of uncertainty, clarity is key, Gimbel states. Understanding the nuances of economic changes enables better strategic decisions that can mitigate risks and capitalize on opportunities. The authors also highlight that historical data reveals patterns that can guide predictions about future economic conditions. By analyzing these patterns, businesses can better prepare for potential impacts on their operations and adjust their strategies accordingly. For instance, understanding past reactions to tariff changes can help companies anticipate how similar policies might affect their market positions in the future. Moreover, the duo suggests that organizations should foster a culture of adaptability. Those that are agile in their approach to changing economic landscapes are more likely to thrive. Tedeschi asserts. This involves not just reacting to the data but also proactively engaging with it to foresee potential challenges and opportunities. As businesses grapple with these dynamics, the implications extend beyond mere survival. They could redefine competitive strategies. Companies that adeptly navigate economic volatility by employing robust analytical frameworks will likely emerge as leaders in their sectors. This ongoing evolution in economic understanding emphasizes the need for continuous learning and adaptation. Looking forward, the landscape will undoubtedly continue to shift, presenting both challenges and opportunities. Companies that prioritize economic literacy and remain vigilant in their analyses of new data will be better positioned to thrive in an unpredictable future. As Gimbel and Tedeschi aptly conclude, the ability to make informed decisions amid volatility will be a defining trait of successful organizations in the years to come. Miri Technologies Incorporated is poised to make a significant impact at the 2025 NAB show in Las Vegas with the debut of its innovative X510 dual cellular bonding router. This marks a pivotal moment for the network technology startup as it showcases its cutting-edge solutions aimed at delivering resilient high-performance internet connectivity for various professional applications, including live streaming, news gathering, and remote production. The X510 router is an embodiment of modern connectivity designed to fuse multiple wired and wireless internet links, such as 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi, and satellite, into a single robust bonded connection. Fast, stable internet connectivity is essential in today's professional media workflows, said Ryan Brenneman, CTO of Miri Technologies. He emphasized that many locations still struggle with service disruptions and speed limitations, which can lead to missed opportunities and lost revenue.
The X510 addresses these challenges by ensuring seamless connectivity even in areas with poor network coverage. Powered by Speedify, a proprietary channel bonding technology from Connectify, the X510 can aggregate up to 7 direct connections. This includes integrated global-ready 5G and 4G modems, 2 Ethernet ports, Wi-Fi connectivity, and 2 USB ports for optional external modems. The automatic failover feature guarantees uninterrupted service, while the bonding capabilities help alleviate congestion, particularly in crowded venues where multiple users might be accessing the same cellular networks. MIRI Technologies is also introducing a Try Before You Buy program, allowing potential customers in the United States to test the X510 router in their own environments for 5 days. This initiative is designed to build confidence among users, enabling them to experience the router's capabilities firsthand before making a purchase. If customers decide to buy the router after the trial, the fee will be credited toward their purchase, demonstrating MIRI's commitment to customer satisfaction. The router's design is not only functional but also versatile, making it suitable for a variety of scenarios, whether in a rack, on a desktop, or in the field. Unlike traditional bonding video encoders, the X510 supports any type of data, allowing for a broader range of applications from media files to live streams in various formats. Furthermore, the X510's traffic encryption ensures that users' data remains secure, providing peace of mind in an era where cybersecurity is paramount. MIRI Technologies' X510 router is already available for purchase in the United States and Australia, with plans to expand into additional global markets throughout 2025. As the company prepares to unveil this groundbreaking technology at the NAB show, it is clear that MIRI is not only responding to the immediate needs of the media industry but is also setting the stage for future innovations in connectivity solutions. As interest continues to grow in high-performance internet solutions, particularly for media professionals operating in demanding environments, MIRI Technologies is well positioned to lead the charge. The upcoming NAB show will undoubtedly provide a platform for the X510 to shine, showcasing its unique advantages and the transformative impact it can have on media workflows. The future of internet connectivity is here, and MIRI is ready to demonstrate how its technology can redefine possibilities in live broadcasting and beyond. In the ongoing political landscape of the United States, Medicaid has emerged as a contentious issue that highlights the complexities of healthcare, government spending, and partisan politics. As Republican leaders in Congress grapple with budget cuts, the future of Medicaid, a program providing healthcare to millions of low-income Americans, hangs in the balance. The U.S. Congressional Budget Office recently confirmed that the significant spending reductions sought by the GOP would require drastic cuts to Medicaid, putting the health and welfare of 72 million Americans at risk. Medicaid, a joint federal and state program designed to assist those with limited resources, has long been viewed as a lifeline by its beneficiaries. In contrast, many Republican lawmakers regard it as an embodiment of big government. This ideological clash places Medicaid in a precarious position, particularly as the House Committee on Energy and Commerce has been tasked with implementing an $880 billion reduction in spending across various programs under its jurisdiction. With politically sensitive programs like Medicare off the table, Medicaid becomes the target for budgetary slashing. Julian E. Zelizer, a professor of history and public affairs at Princeton University, underscores this dichotomy. He notes that while Medicare remains politically untouchable due to its wide support among seniors, Medicaid is often perceived as expendable despite its critical role in providing health care to vulnerable populations. The reality is that Medicaid is a program that millions depend on, he states. Its potential cuts could have devastating effects on those who rely on it for their basic health care needs. The potential ramifications of these cuts extend beyond individual health outcomes. Economically reducing Medicaid funding could exacerbate public health crises, increase hospital closures, and destabilize local economies that rely on federal and state funding to support healthcare infrastructure.
The interplay between political ideology and the practical implications of budget cuts reveals a complex landscape where fiscal conservatism clashes with the ethical responsibility to care for the most vulnerable. As the GOP navigates its budgetary challenges, the fate of Medicaid may serve as a litmus test for the party's commitment to social welfare versus its drive for austerity. The ongoing debate reflects broader tensions within the Republican Party as factions struggle to reconcile their fiscal goals with the realities faced by their constituents. Recent protests such as those organized by Protect Our Care, which featured supporters displaying hands-off Medicaid signs outside the White House, signal public discontent with potential cuts and highlight the stakes involved.
Looking ahead, the future of Medicaid remains uncertain.
The decisions made in this budget cycle could set a precedent for how healthcare policies evolve in the United States, influencing everything from state-level Medicaid expansion to the broader conversation on healthcare reform. As Americans watch closely, the Republican leadership must weigh the political costs of cutting a program that many view as essential against their desire to reduce government spending. In conclusion, the ongoing struggle over Medicaid exemplifies the broader ideological battle within American politics. As the debate heats up, it remains to be seen whether the Republican Party will prioritize fiscal restraint over the needs of millions of Americans who rely on Medicaid for their health care. The outcome will undoubtedly shape the future of healthcare policy in the United States for years to come. NASA's upcoming Dragonfly mission, set to launch in 2028 and land on Saturn's enigmatic moon Titan in 2034, is poised to expand our understanding of this distant world. However, new findings suggest that the mission may face unexpected challenges from Titan's surface conditions, particularly from wind-driven boulders that could jeopardize the rotorcraft's operations. Research indicates that the winds on Titan are capable of moving boulders measuring up to half a meter in diameter. This surprising revelation raises concerns about the safety and functionality of Dragonfly as it traverses the moon's diverse landscape. An artist's impression of the Dragonfly rotorcraft highlights its innovative design, which aims to explore Titan's surface from the skies, providing insights that have eluded scientists since the Huygens probe's landing in 2005. Titan has long fascinated astronomers, especially after the Cassini mission, which revealed its dense atmosphere and intriguing geological features. The presence of boulders, particularly those that appear smoothed by erosion, suggests that the moon is a dynamic environment with ongoing geological processes. According to James Woodford, who reported these developments, the potential for wind to dislodge and roll these boulders adds a layer of complexity to Dragonfly's mission planning. As the mission draws closer, scientists will need to account for these environmental factors in their designs and operational protocols. Understanding Titan's surface dynamics is crucial for ensuring the success of our mission, said a representative from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. The agency is currently evaluating various strategies to mitigate the risks posed by the rolling boulders, including enhanced navigation systems and real-time monitoring of surface conditions. The implications of these findings extend beyond just the Dragonfly mission. They underscore the need for adaptive strategies when exploring extraterrestrial environments, particularly those as unique as Titan. As we prepare for this groundbreaking mission, the challenges presented by Titan's weather and geological activity will serve as a reminder of the complexities involved in planetary exploration. Looking ahead, the Dragonfly mission promises not only to enhance our understanding of Titan but also to pave the way for future explorations of icy moons and other celestial bodies. As we refine our technologies and methodologies in response to these challenges, the potential for groundbreaking discoveries in our solar system remains as vast as ever.